All right, Coach, just your initial thoughts on the game.
Yeah, obviously disappointed that we couldn't finish the game. We had the lead there, 23-20. They stopped us on a 3-and-out there. We had a short punt there that gave them great field position. They took it down there, scored a touchdown. We weren't able to answer right there. Obviously, we had a drive going. We had a penalty, an unacceptable penalty on the sideline after a big run by Carson Steele, and so that's got to be taken out of the game. It starts with me. I'm the head football coach here, and so I'm going to have to adjust some things because the penalties are showing up, and we're beating ourselves. I don't want to take anything away from Georgia Southern, a good football team, but we're beating ourselves right now, and that's got to get cleaned up because the conference that we play in, the type of teams that we play every week, we got to be great at the details. We got to be great at the little things.
You had to be encouraged by your quarterback's performance tonight too.
Yeah, obviously, at the end of the game there, we were driving in a 2-minute situation. He probably tried to jam one in there when they had the interception on the 1-yard line. But, John's a competitor. He competed all night long. He made some good decisions with the football, got the ball in the hands of our playmakers. And, he's a competitor. I believe in John Paddock, and he's got some great football ahead of him.
Anything offensively that they were doing that was either a surprise for the defense?
No, a lot of times, we can't have penalties in the secondary to extend drives. The penalties have to go away. The pass interference penalties on us have to go away. Obviously, we had opportunities from a tackling standpoint. You're playing against a good football team with talented, skilled position players, and we've got to be a good tackling team, and it comes down to that. I'll be interested to see what the film shows.
And then lastly, switching gears, how's the team going to switch focus to Northern Illinois?
We have to. They're the defending MAC champions coming into our house next week at Schumann Stadium. We have to put this game behind us. We got to get back to Muncie. We got to continue to work on us, and we got to have a great week of preparation here because they're a good football team, and obviously they're the defending champs.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
All right, John, tough loss.
Yeah.
Just initial thoughts on the game.
I think we did some really good things. Obviously, it comes down to the fourth quarter. We view this like, an opponent that's solid. I see them as a good team in the MAC West, and they were a great team. They had some speed. They did a good job on the outside with some things. But again, 23-20 going into the fourth. We got to close that out. We got to find a way to close that out. It's the little things, the details. It starts with me. I got to do a better job of leading our guys and make sure we're on the same page and really pushing guys in practice. Practice every day like it's the game, one at a time. And the reality of it is, championship game number 1 is next week. And I'm already excited to get ready for Northern. One at a time. So this one's behind me. I feel like we left it all on the field, competed our asses off. Competed super hard, and I think we're excited for next week. Despite the loss, it seemed like you played probably your best game in a Ball State uniform. Just your thoughts on that. Wide receivers, offensive line doing their job. Yeah. Obviously, I'm definitely happy with some throws. I'm happy with the way I played, but at the end of the day, the quarterback position is evaluated by one number, and that's either you're in the win column or you're in the loss column. And I didn't do my job, and I didn't get us in the win column, so nothing else matters. I don't care if I throw for 5 picks and we win the game. We win the game. That's what matters. So it's great that we moved the ball well, and I want to get back to the tape and learn from the things I did well and learn from the things I did poorly, and definitely keep stacking because I feel like I got some momentum going. But all that matters is that win column. So that's really all I care about.
You were able to find Jay Sean, I think, for 10 catches. What's the relationship with you two like?
Yeah, everyone in that room, those 3 guys. I think you saw Nick Presley step up a little bit too, but. Talking about Jay Sean, the dude's a rock star. He communicates well with me on things that I need to do better. I communicate well with him. There's definitely a couple we want back, but we're going to keep stacking, and we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I guarantee you that.
Okay, thanks, John.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, Clayton, just your thoughts on how the game went.
I think that we had it in our hands, had a chance to go out there and win it in the fourth quarter and didn't. Let penalties and stupid mistakes across the board.
Is there anything that Georgia Southern did offensively that maybe surprised you or gave you fits during the game?
No, they did stuff that you go back and watch the film, you know that these are the things that we've struggled with, and people are going to hit it. Looking back at the Tennessee game, they did some similar stuff that happened in that game. Some stuff that we've seen throughout the years they tried to do. But other than that, they came out and did what they did, and think that we let our mistakes let them beat us.
Thoughts on, obviously you're on the defensive end, but after watching the offense, just your thoughts on John and his continued growth leading the offense.
I think those guys did phenomenal. I think that as a defensive player, if they can score in the 20s, I think that should be enough. I think that's on us as a defense. Letting up too many mistakes, I think there's times where games turn into a shootout, but this is not one that we should have ever let get away from us like that. I thought our offense handled themselves well, and I thought we as a defense could have done more to support them.
And then lastly, how's the team shift focus over to Northern Illinois with the big game at the shoot?
Just like any other week, back to the process. Get out of here, get on the plane, get home, try to sleep, recover, come back Sunday, watch the tape, and let's try to get better and let's move on.
Okay, thanks, Clayton.
Thank you.